Okay. We are going to go over our scale degrees first. So we have our C major scale here. It's asking you to write the scale degrees in Roman numerals. Let's go over both of those. The scale degrees are simply just the numbers 1 through 7, like you know them, for each one of the notes in the scale. So if we're in C major, C is going to be scale degree 1. Pretty easy. D would be scale degree 2, and all the way up until you get to B with 7. And then when you get to C, rather than writing 8, you can just go back to 1. Okay? That's what you're going to see in music more often, is when they're actually naming the number, or the Roman numeral, it's going to be 1, not 8. So those are the scale degrees. So if we're in this scale, or the key of C major, and we're using the C major scale, and we ask for scale degree 5, that would be the note G. If we ask for scale degree 4, that would be F. And if we ask for scale degree 1, that would be C, and so on, okay? Now, the Roman numerals. Some of us might not be familiar with this. So if you are, forgive me, okay? Because just be patient, because I'm gonna go over this. Not everybody knows what the Roman numerals are. So, in Roman numerals, when you have capital, you're gonna have these lines that go above and below them. When you have lowercase, you're gonna have the little dots for the eyes instead of the actual line across the top. So we've got 3 capitals. That would be our 1, our 4, and our 5. We have 3 lowercase, which are 2, 3, and then 6. Technically, this is also lowercase, but that little circle does mean something. So I want you to write it like that because that's what it's supposed to be, but don't worry about that. We don't need to really learn what that is right now, okay? So the Roman numerals go for each scale degree, okay? Still goes in order. So we're gonna be writing the scale degrees above and the Roman numerals below. So down below, we've got Roman numeral number 1, which is capital. And then we've got our Roman numerals 2, and then 3, which are lowercase. Like that. And then our 4 and 5, which are gonna be capitalized. Yeah, let me show you what that looks like actually. So for 4, you're drawing a big I and then V, and then you add the line over the top and bottom. For the Roman numeral 5, you just write the big V, the lines over the top and bottom. Just like that. For 6, we're doing the opposite of 4. So 4 is going to be IV. 5 is just a V. 6 is going to be the opposite of 4. It's going to be V. And then the I, and this is lowercase. And then 7 is going to be our V, and then 2 of the I's. Now there's a whole system, and then the little circle. There's a whole system to the Roman numerals, but we don't really need to learn it because we're only going to be going up to 7. That's it. We don't need to go any more than that. And then at the very end, we're going to end with capital 1 again. Okay, so what does this really mean? Why are we writing Roman numerals in music? I don't know. It's a good question. It goes really far back. Like, I don't know why. I guess we're still using it because it just works really well. But what you're seeing is each capital one is a major chord. Each lowercase one is a minor chord. Okay? And this will not change. Now, it can change in music, but for us, we're only using the major scales like C major, G major, F major, E flat major, whatever you guys want to choose for the composition project. This is like the way to do Roman numerals for the major scale. It won't change. So for every major scale, regardless of whether it's C major or G major or F major, it's going to be the major 1 chord, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, and then technically this is diminished 7th, but don't worry about that. Seriously, do not worry about that. Okay? Now, last thing to do is to circle the 1, 4, and 5 chord. Or you can put a little square around it. Like this. 1, 4, and then 5. The reason we're putting an emphasis on these 3 chords is because These are our only major chords. They're called your primary chords, the 1, 4, and 5 chords. Okay, they're the chords you're going to primarily use in your composition project, and the chords you primarily hear in music. So when we go back to, let me give you guys an example. If we were to go back to the book, when we're in C position, you guys start with the key of C major, or what we call C position, right? So your first chord is C major. In C, in the key of C major, that would be our 1 chord. The next one you learn is G7. What note is G in the C major scale? It's 5. So that's our 5 chord. And then the next one we learn when the things come marching in is the F chord, F major. F is the 4th chord of C major. So when you're in C position in the book, it takes you through the 1 chord, the 5 chord, and then the 4 chord. And then for G position, it's the exact same thing, the 1, 4, and 5 chord. Those are your most important chords.